This is the ETBU Sports Coaches Show. You know the drill. Mark T. Robinson, head softball coach Janae Shirley, and a couple things to talk about here. You guys had a fantastic weekend coming away with the 3-0 sweep over Belhaven. You personally picking up a milestone, but one of the more impressive things that went down this weekend is your freshman pitcher / hitter / everything else. Beatrice Lotta picked up her first no-hitter of her college career. So do you want to kind of get us up to speed, kind of talk about that, talk about the overall team success against the Blazers this weekend?
Yeah, well, huge congrats to B. She is started off really well for us, and this team is just a lot of fun to watch because they just love and support each other and are there for each other. And she had phenomenal performances all weekend along with our other pitchers, but her specifically, she I think only gave up one hit in the first game and then had a no-hitter in the second game. And she's just really she's a competitor and she wants to win, and she goes out there every time and gives us an opportunity to do that. But it's fun to see how the girls play hard behind her, and they are excited for each other, and so that's been a lot of fun to watch.
One of the things that was interesting as I was about to interview her after the game yesterday is that her teammates seemed more excited about her picking up a no-hitter than she did.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's neat. I don't know if you noticed, when Morgan made a phenomenal play and kind of kept the no-hitter intact and went over there, and just to see how excited the girls were for that and for her. I mean, it's special to have a group of girls that get along so well, but that are also excited for each other. And one thing about B is we have a phenomenal pitching staff, and it's not just her, which has helped her probably become more successful as well, but she's always the first person cheering for the other pitchers out there, and she's excited for them. So that's unique and special, and it's something that I think is going to help this group in the long run for sure.
Yes, this is definitely been a fun team to watch. I mean, I've only been here for 2 years, but the 2 years that I have been here so far, I have had a great time watching ETBU softball. So definitely a lot of praise for your team and for where this program is right now. And you had quite a milestone as well, picking up your 400th win. And we also want to know, how much of a surprise was it after picking up that 400 win and then having your team kind of surprise you with the whole Gatorade cooler at the end? How was that for you?
Well, they knew it. I could see them coming, so they were literally holding me down. But it's cool to see how excited they are. Obviously, all those girls are a huge part of the success that we as a program have been able to have here, and all the players, in the past that have given ETBU and myself opportunity to coach them. I was really fortunate as a really, young coach at 23 to be given the opportunity by, Coach Reeves at the time and our administration and Dr. Riley to, just take a chance on me. And, I was very fortunate 12 years ago to have Coach Galloway, who's still my assistant coach to this day. He is one of the winningest Division I coaches of all time, and I have somebody that has lived it and breathed it. He really helped me grow as a coach, and I kind of got on the job training because I was definitely not ready at 23 to be in that position, but he helped get me there, and he is a huge credit to the success that we've had here in our program. And I can't say enough about what he's done for me as a mentor and as, assistant coach and a friend. And our program, I think, would not be where it's at had he not, been in the position to help guide me and guide our players. And so I'm super thankful for that.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are kind of unfamiliar with your, kind of your story, kind of your journey to becoming a head softball coach, who was that one specific coach, or who was it that kind of inspired you to pursue coaching for your career?
Well, interesting enough, coaching was not really something that I had planned on doing. I had an extra, like a redshirt year that I was going to come back my senior year, take a couple hours and do all that stuff. And the plan was to go to nursing school and all that. And I had built a good relationship with a lot of the coaches on staff here at ETBU. And I'm from the Panhandle, which is a big volleyball area. And at the time, the volleyball coach here at ETBU actually had offered me the assistant coaching position, and the plan was to do that and kind of go into nursing school and stuff like that. And at that point, got the opportunity to do volleyball in the fall and softball in the spring, and ended up realizing that coaching was really what God had called me to do, not nursing. And so my softball coaching story actually starts with volleyball, as crazy as that is. But haven't looked back, and I definitely know that this is where God has called me to be. And coaching is not just something for me to go out there and win games. It's about helping these kids develop as people and grow in their walk. And winning is a fun part of it, but that's, for me, not the reason why I do it. So super blessed to have been, placed in certain situations to have the opportunity to stay here and to start my career here and still be here. And I'm just super thankful for that.
Absolutely. And speaking of, inspirations and inspiring stories, you guys had your annual childhood cancer game, and there were several of the kids there that you have a personal connection with. You want to kind of talk about, just having that game. It's something that it happens every year, but it's something that is really close to you. And so, what could you kind of walk us through, what it means to you to have that game here at ETBU?
Well, I think specifically childhood cancer hits really close to home in our program. Our assistant coach, Kat Scrivener, she lost her brother several years ago to childhood cancer. And, for our program itself, that's just something that really hits close to home and has a special meaning for her and her family, but also a lot of the girls in the program who are close with her. So that's really kind of when we started, recognizing this game and doing a lot with it. And through the process, we've been able to get to know quite a few kids. Carson, who his dad actually works here on campus at ETBU, we've gotten to see him through his battle, and now on the other side of it, he still is able to come back and be a part of it. And it's been really fun and neat to see him grow and overcome. I can remember a couple years ago when he came for his first pitch, he was just completed treatment and just, so tiny and little, and just now he's a thriving little boy that's just loving baseball and loving life. And Lola, her mom, is one of my really good friends, and same with her, getting to see her kind of go through the battle and, praying through that whole situation, and now getting to see her be on the other side of it. And, Kylie's in a different situation. She's about the same age as both of those when they were diagnosed. She hasn't yet started her treatment. But just being there and loving on her and supporting her and getting the opportunity to kind of be there with her through the fight, mostly in prayer, but just in supporting her and knowing that we love her and helping through that. So it's, definitely something special to our program. I think our players respect that game a lot because they know there's a lot of kids like John David, which is Kat's brother, and all those that, never made it to the other side of that, and they're here as college athletes and get the opportunity to play. And I think they really have a unique perspective of that, and they play hard for those kids that never get the opportunity to do that. And so it's special for our program, and I love that our girls are in it and about it, and so that's been really neat.
Awesome, Coach, definitely. And you guys, kind of the road continues for you. You have another home series against a Louisiana College team this weekend that is coming in at 6-1. They're off to a very strong start. So could you kind of talk to me about, your team's mindset heading into this weekend against a team that is kind of looking to, really make waves in the ASC here this year?
Yeah, Louisiana College has, new coaching staff and added some, I think some new players that have really helped them a lot. And so over the years, and I totally agree with you, Louisiana College has always been like a strong program and had some really good athletes in there. And I think going into it, our approach never changes from week to week. It's like working, getting better, and playing our best ball. But also knowing that we can't, regardless of the team that we play, we can't ever take anybody for granted. And I think as long as we focus on, doing the things that we do correctly and, putting forth the energy and effort that we need to, that it'll be a battle for us, but I'm excited to see where we're at against different competition and different types of, teams. And so that's exciting moving forward this week.
Absolutely, and we'll be looking forward to it as well. You can stay up to date with all things ETBU sports related at goetbutigers.com, or you can follow us on social media at goetbutigers. Once again, head softball coach Janae Shirley, thanks again for stopping by. Mark T. Robinson, we'll see you guys again on the ETBU Coaches Show. Thanks for watching and supporting ETBU Athletics.